guys, so welcome to my Jumpstart Your Weight Loss Fitness routine. So those of you that should follow this routine are those that have either been exercising for at least 3 months but still have over 30-40 pounds to lose. And for anyone that's trying to lose less than that but hasn't ever done really any strength training. So if you've been doing a lot of cardio but you've never thought to incorporate any weights, this is going to be the exercise for you if you have 30 or less pounds. And then like I said, if you've been exercising and you have more than that to lose, this is also the routine that you want. The first one was really a beginner's plan for people who have had no experience in the gym whatsoever. So today you're going to need some dumbbells, just some hand weights, and if you are under the age of 18 or you're still growing, don't use weights, just use resistance bands. For most of these exercises, you can use resistance bands. And if you're not sure if you're done growing, please consult your doctor. That's always the safest bet. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do this exercise routine 2 to 3 days a week. Now, I'm giving you a few different ab options as I usually get really bored with abs. And as always, feel free to add some of your own creativity. Just make sure that what you're doing is in fact safe. And you're also going to be doing cardio the other 3 days. Now, most of you have already been doing some cardio. And if you haven't, you definitely want to get that in. This is the program you're going to be doing. But for 3 days, 3 to 5 days actually, you want to do some cardio. And you want it to be at least from 20 minutes to 30-40 minutes if you can. I love intervals, so I would definitely suggest doing some intervals. And if you don't know what those are, check out my blog at sarahfit.com. And so for those cardio days, you're going to want to pick a piece of equipment that you find to be enjoyable. You want to find a bike or an elliptical or just run. You can walk on an incline. I'm a big fan of 4 miles per hour at an incline of 10, and I switch between 10, incline, 8, and 6, all keeping at the 4. Occasionally drop down to 3.5 if you're really pushing it at the 10 mark. So you're going to want to do that 3 to 5 days a week, and then the strength training 2 to 3 times a week. You can do them in the same day. If you do, you'll get some results quicker if you do the strength training first, but I always like to do the strength after. I feel like the cardio is a little bit harder to get in, but really you should do whatever order is going to allow you to finish both. So you're going to be aiming to have your heart rate in the 60 to 70% range. If you're not sure how to find that, check out the video before this where I kind of explain it in the beginner's video. You just kind of want to find your maximum heart rate and multiply that by 0.6 to find the low end, 0.7 to find the high end. And so hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you find this is too easy, then wait for the next few videos where they're going to be increasingly harder.
Alright, so to start, we're going to do a sumo squat. So you want to grab some 5, 8, 10-pound dumbbells and put them in between your legs. Your toes should be pointing outwards. A harder version, you can put the weights up on your shoulders. Now the important thing here is to make sure that your knees do not go past your toes. And you really, when you stand back up, you want to push through your heels and squeeze your butt. Moving on to a single-legged lunge, you're going to keep holding on those weights, and you're just going to lunge on your right foot, pushing through your heel. Once you do 8 to 12 or 15 reps, you're going to switch. Now do it till you can't do it anymore. I love doing lunges on just one leg. Next, we are going to be doing some bicep curls. Now, if you want, you can use a lighter or heavier weight. I'm using the same ones here, but you're just basically going to curl up and then let them go back down. If you're short on time, you can incorporate those bicep curls when you do the lunge to increase the number of calories that you burn. Now we're doing shoulder raises. Now in the beginners, we just went straight up to the front. Now this, we alternate to the front and the side. So we're not holding it here, but feel free if you liked that version to hold it. And we're just gonna alternate sides. You might wanna drop down to a lower weight for that. And now we're onto our triceps. Here we're doing a tricep extension. While I'm showing this video, I'm actually on my knees so that you can see the top of my hands, but you do want to do this standing up. Basically just keep your elbows really close by your ears, and you just want to extend straight up, really squeezing that tricep muscle when you get to the top. You really want to feel that squeeze, and for that reason, you'll see results quicker. Next, we're going down to the ground and we're going to do some push-ups. If you can do full-on push-ups, regular push-ups, then go for it. Here I'm doing modified. The one important thing about push-ups is to have your hands underneath your shoulder girdle. Here my back is not completely straight. You do want to have a straight back, so I apologize for the bad demo on my part. I'm used to doing regular ones, and I think my knees are just a little too close to my hands, but you want to make sure that you feel comfortable doing those. Now we're on to Supermans. My hands are actually folded and my forehead is resting on the back of my hands. And what you want to do is you want to breathe out and raise up both your upper back and your legs. You want to really try and engage your core. So breathe out when you raise up, and you want to squeeze your glutes really hard. So when you lift up, breathe out, and you want to kind of be resting on your hip bones. You don't really want to have your stomach kind of resting. You want to have it a little bit off. So now we're going to go on to our abs. I'm giving you a few options here, and don't mind I was sweating when I filmed this. Now this is just your standard bicycle crunch. If these are too hard for you, you'll want to do the next exercise, but this is one of the best ab exercises you can do. It really works your obliques. Now, one trick is to look at the opposite elbow. So if you're bringing your left elbow to your right knee, you want to look at your right elbow. So really just kind of try to look behind you. There, I'm doing it, you can see. Next, I'm going to do just a standard crunch, just crunch up. A great way to do it is breathe out on the way up, count 1, lift down halfway, count another second, and then lift down. I'm doing them a little bit faster there, but if those are too hard for you, you can do them with your feet on the ground, knees bent 90 degrees. Now, I don't do crunches that much. I love planks, so that's why this is the third ab exercise I give you guys. Now, a lot of you might not be able to hold a plank as long as I can, so I'm showing you a modification. Hold up for 5 seconds, and then you're going to drop down to your knees and rest for 5 seconds. And then you're going to hold back up. You're going to do this for 30 to 60 seconds, and by the end of 4 to 6 weeks, you want to be able to hold that plank for an entire minute. But here, I'm just showing you a modified version. I have my hands on my elbows, but if it's more comfortable for you to have your hands straight up, do that too.